The Queen's mother, Elizabeth Angela Marguerite Bowes-Lyon, was 26 years old when her first child, Elizabeth, was born. It's believed she had a rather indulgent relationship with young Elizabeth, even though the two were separated for some of her childhood. King George VI and the Queen Consort lived at Buckingham Palace while the princesses Elizabeth and Margaret spent much of their younger years living at Windsor Castle. According to royal historian Professor Kate Williams, the Queen Mother was protective of her daughters and didn't want to overburden Elizabeth and Margaret with learning. The Queen Mother said about her daughters that she just wished them to have happy memories and happy marriages. Hello and welcome to Royal Scandal. Please do well to like, subscribe, comment and turn on the notification bell so as not to miss out on any news updates. Their lives changed drastically when the king died in 1952, and Princess Elizabeth became the Queen. It was during that challenging time the women bonded very closely. Not only were they united in their shock and grief over the loss of the king, the Queen Consort, who was lovingly known as the Queen Mum, did everything in her power to ensure a smooth transition to the throne for her beloved daughter. Both the Queen Mother and Princess Margaret supported the Queen through their official duties, and represented her on official visits both in the UK and overseas. But it was clearly a difficult time for the family as the Queen Mother was only in her 50s when she became a Dowager Queen. It was a huge setback because, previously, she had been in a position of great influence. All of a sudden, Elizabeth is Queen and she's really pushed out of the picture. Royal biographer Christopher Warwick told a BBC documentary he believed, at first, the Queen Mother was jealous of her daughter when she was crowned. She felt they'd been cut off in her prime. She loved the position of being Queen and suddenly all that was taken from her. But any initial tensions faded away over the years, aside from the time the Queen fell in love with Prince Philip. According to a documentary, The Private Lives of the Windsors, the Queen Mum was worried about her daughter's choice of husband. The Queen Mum saw Philip as a dangerously progressive man, and she wasn't happy about the way he chased after her daughter. In the early years of the Queen's marriage, it's believed her mother felt she had to compete with Prince Philip for Elizabeth's attention, and she sometimes resented the way he would challenge her authority as the family matriarch. Fans of the TV series The Crown have seen the portrayal of the Queen Mother and Prince Philip, which showed they had a rather difficult relationship at times. However, it doesn't appear that any difficulties between the Queen Mum and her son-in-law had too much impact on the Queen's close relationship with her mother. Away from royal duties, the two women shared a great love of horses and especially horse racing. Their love of horses was a passion that was also shared between the Queen and her own daughter, Princess Anne. Until her mother's death, the Queen spoke to her every day. She confided in her, frequently seeking her wisdom when it came to decision-making, and the two shared a great sense of humor. Princess Margaret was also well known for her dry wit, and the women were known to greatly enjoy their regular alcoholic beverages. The Queen Mum was known for loving a gin and tonic well before lunchtime. For their entire lives, the Queen and Princess Margaret still called their mother Mummy. Both women remained close and incredibly protective of their beloved mother, until her death in 2002, aged 101. On the death of his grandmother, Prince Charles spoke about the close relationship enjoyed by his mother and grandmother, describing the Queen Mum as an immensely strong character, combined with a unique natural grace, and an infectious optimism about life itself. I know too what she meant to my whole family, particularly the Queen, to whom she was such a stalwart and sensitive support when my grandfather died, when he was only 2.5 years older than I am now. Shortly before the Queen Mum's funeral, the Queen paid tribute to her with a rare televised statement. "I count myself fortunate that my mother was blessed with a long and happy life. She had an infectious zest for living, and this remained with her until the very end. I know too that her faith was always a great strength to her." The Queen also honored the ways in which her mother influenced her life, saying that she was full of courage and service as well as fun and laughter. While acknowledging that her mother's funeral will be incredibly sad, the Queen asked everyone to focus on the warmth and affection of people everywhere, saying that the love her mother showed other people should continue to inspire us all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.